What's going on, guys? It's me, your faithful host, Let's Play Dark Souls HD, and welcome back to our in-depth playthrough of Elden Ring. So we're going to continue our adventure through Caelid today, and this is probably going to be kind of a hectic episode because there's all kinds of places that we need to go today, and none of them are really on a path or in the same direction. It's just stuff that I feel like is a good order to do things, and that's how we're going to proceed. But I want to point something out. We are at this grace here. It's called Astray from Caelid Highway North. And there's some really cool views from this spot. Like, for example, if we use our little telescope here, we can see in the distance that is Celia. That's the village we did in yesterday's episode. And we can see this big giant skull up here as well. And we can see one of the minor Erd trees. And we can see the church over there where Millicent is. She's actually going to invade us in the Scarlet Rot water down here, this swamp of Ionia. And we also have this fort over here, this dilapidated fort that we really would like to get to up on the cliff here. And that's one of our stops today. But the other thing we're going to do is we are inevitably going to run up here, and we're going to do this fort as well. We're going to get to this fort via running up this way, and we should be able to see them from here. Ah, there we go. I just need to look in the correct direction. We're going to scale these cliffs here where this knight is, and we're just going to keep following it in that direction all the way around until we make our way up to the castle. So that's one of the other things that's on the list of things to do today. So let's go down here. There is another grace down here, I think. Like, I don't know why. Very pointless. But we're going to get it. And one of the reasons that I want to run through here first and show this invasion with Millicent is because I want a weapon that is dropped by the Clean Rot Knights down here. And these are the knights that fight directly beside Millennia. Let me see it, if only one last time. Your splendid blade dancing amongst the scarlet rot. And he is talking about Millennia, very much so. If you've ever fought her, you probably know exactly what blade this spirit fellow is referring to. So let's see if we can get this thing. I never get these things on the first try, but... Wow! Simply don't believe in yourself, and that's how you can get by. So, the Poison Mist, this is actually the Ash of War that was being used by the Red Summon by Jarzilla. And I find it to be particularly useless. Like, I have not found very much success with that Ash of War. And we need to try to kill these guys immediately because Millicent is coming and she's going to kick our ass if we don't hurry. Alright, thank goodness. Kill that guy in one hit. Oh, how are you alive? Oh, jeez. Well, this is a shit show. So she's coming, and because there's a Clean Rot Knight on us, I very much have a feeling that we are screwed. She's... Ay, ay, ay. So she is using Millennia's special blade attack, and that went exactly how I expected it to because we did not kill the Clean Rot Knights fast enough. Like, if I had not sat there and had to waste time trying to kill them, we could have completely waxed her because she's not hard to kill. It's just... And then, for whatever reason, I don't know why, but for some reason, it's, I don't know why, but for some reason I was, like, literally mashing the circle button, which you're never supposed to do. You're not supposed to panic roll in this game. It's a terrible idea, but for some reason, like, it did not work at all. Like, it would not let me roll. That's kind of strange, but... Alright, here's one Clean Rot Knight. And then they kind of like come out of the water. It's bogus. So let me do this. And kill this one. Oh my god! Listen. Just die. Yes, I know I'm scarlet rotted. Jeez, do I have my boluses? Yes, I do. Okay, good. Now let's bubble. Come here. Alright. You see, she is not hard. Like, at all. But you do get some golden runes from her. And you get stabbed. Alright. So let's do this, shall we? And I'm scarlet rotted again. These guys are also not, like, super hard to kill either. Like, he's buffed. That's the only reason he didn't die in 3 hits. But we do have the power to kill these guys in, like, 3 hits. It's not a big deal. These dudes are not super difficult at all. I do want my shit back, though. I don't want to lose that. We didn't have that much. 13,000 isn't that much, but... Alright. Where's the other one? I saw him. There we go. He's not buffed anymore either. Yeah, these dudes are pretty easy to kill. They're not a big deal. I want that Halo Scythe, though. I want it. There's one. And I'm not going to spend very much time on these guys. We're only going to try to run through here one time to beat these guys. Yeah, kill these guys in 3 hits. Pretty easy. And I think there was one over in this direction. Oh, I see another one. Okay. Yeah! Oh, you gonna block me? Nice try. Trina's Lily. That looked like a purple drop. Almost suggests that it's guaranteed. Very strange. Now, the weapon that I want, I will inevitably have to go farm it off screen. I mean, inevitably, because it's a 2% drop rate, and that's with 100 item discovery. Ours is 117. So it's slightly better, but not good enough. Not good enough to get what I want. So here's the butterfly. Yeah! Got the spear. And there's a Somber Smithing Stone tier 4. And the spear is also pretty good. I don't want to get attacked, so let me... So this weapon, it's just like all the other ones. They drop 3 weapons. There's a Clean Rot Spear, there's a Scythe, and then there's a Sword. And they all have split damage between physical and holy. And this one has the Sacred Phalanx, which is pretty good. Like, this weapon in general is good. The Clean Rot Spear should not be underestimated. It's pretty strong, especially if you upgrade it. So watch this. Yeah, that's pretty dope. It's got a really cool attack. Shit. And these guys don't have the weapon that I want, right? Like, this guy, it wouldn't make sense for me to kill him because he's not carrying the scythe, so he's not going to drop it. But he attacked me, so he has to die. Ooh, we got the helmet. That's pretty cool. All right. And the Clean Rot armor itself, although it is quite heavy, it's still good. It still has reasonably high resistance to a lot of different status effects. Like, the resistances in general on this armor, especially with Scarlet Rot in particular, is good. It's not a bad armor set at all, but I think we have spent enough time here messing around with the Clean Rot Knights, trying to get the trying to get the Halo Scythe that I want. The reason I want the Halo Scythe is because between the 3 weapons that are dropped by this enemy, it is most certainly the best. It has the best weapon skill, which is like a you saw them using it. It's that like blade that they send hurling at you. It's pretty good. And then directly inside here, like in the middle of these big trees, there is a boss in there. I don't think I want to mess with him just yet. Yee, that just sounds gross, man. But I'm not going to mess with that boss just yet. What I am going to do is I'm going to run through here real quick. I'm going to take like one more crack at the scythe guys, just one more, to see if we can get it, because it will only take like 30 seconds. We're not going to waste a bunch of time. And again, it is an absurdly low drop rate. Like, you really cannot count on getting it unless you're using like a pickled foulfoot. Are you going to come out? You really can't count on getting it unless you're using like a pickled foulfoot or something to boost your discovery. Wow, we got the armor and another helmet. Okay, that's pretty cool. You. And it's a good thing that we have really good damage and can kill these guys incredibly fast. Like, that's sort of the only saving grace in this situation, is if we had poor damage and we were not able to kill these guys super fast, this would suck and it would not be worth the effort right now. But, let's see, this is a spear guy, so don't even need to kill this guy, but we will anyway. Might get another piece of armor. Here we go. And these guys, without any kind of boost or anything, like we don't have the rune boost or anything like that, no boost or anything like that, they give you over 600 runes per kill, so it's like, as long as you have something with, I would recommend thrust damage because they have what's considered a medium armor set, and some fire, you can tear these guys to shreds. So here's a rune arc, sacramental buds, smithing stone tier 4s. Fantastic. Okay, so we actually need to go back to the other side of the lake, I think. I cannot believe Millicent killed me because I was getting flustered by those stupid-ass Cleanrot Knights. Like, that was embarrassing, dude. Alright, so let's do this. Best way to make it over to the fort is not the smoldering wall. Why did I start there? We needed to start near the finger reader crone. That's where we needed to go. Wait, that is here. Okay. Yeah, we're good. So this, I believe, to be the best starting point to get over here, because we're going to handle these groups of enemies one by one on the way to the fort. So let's do this. Could do a little bit of sneaky action here. There's a nice little chest right there that we want to get. See if we can put that guy to sleep. Oh, no point. My Pokefire stick is better than yours. So I guess it's probably a no-brainer to just do this. Let's just pull these guys. Now, the dude right there with the greatsword is problematic. He has quite a bit of poise. We actually ran into spirit versions of those guys at the Carrion Manor. And the problem that they pose is that they have quite a bit of poise, or hyper armor, we could call it. It's pretty bad. Not a problem if you can kill them in one hit, but once you're actually fighting them, I would not recommend trading, because they have what's called the Royal Knight's Resolve. It's the special weapon skill that makes your very next attack and only that attack. Incredibly powerful. It gives it a very large boost. And this guy, we should be able to kill him in like one backstab, so let's give it a shot. Nope. Nah, dude, don't even bother getting mad, just die. Alright. So now we're going to continue towards the fort, and we're going to run into a couple more groups of enemies. I really don't want to mess with these dogs, and problematically for us, there are some items out there being guarded by those dogs. Like there's a couple items out here, I think. But not super important for us to get necessarily. I want to experiment real quick. Come on, stop moving. So they do go to sleep. With a little bit of misericord action, can take them down. That's pretty cool. Alright. So let's do this then. And this is a very short experiment. I don't want to waste too much time on this. Let's see what the weapon art does to these guys, because they really don't like fire, and the Frenzied Flame Fire is quite powerful. Okay. Well, I guess that just goes to show, man, as long as your damage is there, you really don't have a lot to worry about with these stupid dogs. You just have to worry for that bite attack, man. It's the bite that does it. Alright, let's do this. Let's see. There we go. Not a problem at all. Doesn't even matter that he started howling because there was no backup. We killed it. So let's do this. Let's use an ability that we know can hit this guy. I guess. We're going to try. His pattern is kind of crazy. Okay, is he coming all the way around again? There we go. No, not quite. Okay. Goodness. I don't even remember what this one drops. I just know that he gives you a pretty hard time. I don't want to get those guys' attention. I do not want to get their attention at all. Alright. Flame of the Redmanes. So this one, I distinctly remember this Ash of War being incredibly good. Let me take a look just to confirm. Okay. Flame of the Redmanes. Skill of the Redmanes, who fought alongside General Radahn, produces a powerful burst of flames in a wide frontward arc. So this is very similar to the ability that's on the Sword of Night and Flame. I think it makes your weapon scale with Dex, which is fine for us, but most flame attacks in this game, any Flame Ash of War is generally going to scale with Dexterity and Faith, which is good. That works for us. So let's do this real quick. Is there anything? These guys are fighting the dogs, and they have the miners with them. That's kind of cool. Don't mind me, gentlemen. You should try Sleep Bolts, man. It worked really great for me. Damn. Those dudes are getting folded by that dog. Alright. So this is the spot that we were looking for right here. This is kind of the main entrance into the castle, and it's perfectly fine. It's alright to take the front entrance. Normally in a Souls game, you wouldn't want to do that. You would not want to go walking in through the front door because that's where all the guards are. That's where that's where everybody's watching for you. But it's okay this time because we're going to be sneaky about it. So that device right there is the problem. Once that thing sees you, that's when you're going to have kind of an issue. But we don't have to worry about it because if we just kind of like do our thing through here, and you can jump over these collapsed edges just fine. Super easy. What you want to do for this part is get on Torrent and immediately bum rush the knight up here. Like, don't worry about any of these guys. They're not going to knock you off your horse or anything like that. What you want to do is you want to get rid of this guy immediately. And he's not that tough. But that bow that he has is the worst. Like, he shoots those Radon arrows, and they suck. So, and then the rest of these guys, you can just kind of like, you know, use your imagination. They're easy. They're all really easy. Just grunts is all they are. They're no match for the spear. Not this spear, at least. I might upgrade the Clean Rot Spear, I think, because I like that weapon a lot. The Halo Spear that I'm trying to get requires Somber Smithing Stones, and I'm pretty sure this. I'm pretty sure the spear does too. So we have an abundance of those. It will not be an issue for us to try to upgrade that weapon. Come here, Trumpet Man. Okay, and then Spear Guy. Deal with Spear Guy like that. Overwhelming amounts of damage. My favorite kind. And then on the way up here you have this kind of stuff going on. Like you have some items. Explosive Great Bolts. Hell yeah, that's gonna go perfect with our Hand Ballista. Those two will play nice together. And then I wonder, is there any items in here? Because, like I'd mentioned before in one of the previous episodes, we're going to get to a point where we can break those things using the enemy's attacks, and it'll be kind of necessary. Alright, Great Sword Guy. Bad, 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 bad. I'm going to kill him with the strong attack. And then this should be the drop-off point to where we can, not quite, but we're approaching the drop-off point where we can descend attack on that disgusting creature that's going to cause issues for us. So let's kill that guy. And then you. Kill that guy. We'll pull these dudes one at a time. Really? You don't pull your crossbow to shoot me point blank? You too? Well, that's fine with me, man. I mean, I got something for you. Kind of reminds me of the Jackie Chan Adventures episode with the Tiger Talisman and the guy that always has to name his attacks. Heat Beam Eye Blast. So, this, we're going to descend attack this guy, because, yes! Shove it down in there. 23,658 damage is what that just did. And I don't even care that it blows my cover, because it's going to blow up and murder those dudes. And that guy just straight burned to death over there. That was funny. He glitched on the fire. Okay, that's a very cool circus trick, but I gotta kill you. Got simple, man. We're getting lots of stuff. The war pick. Wow, I never get that. Fantastic. And then these Radon Soldier Shoes. We keep taking everybody's pants, man. I think that's really funny. Every time I beat somebody, it's like my concern is, now give me your fucking pants. So let's just kind of scale over these cliffs real quick, make sure we didn't miss any of the items that are on the way up, because that's kind of what happens in this part, is you get a little bit flustered and you're like, okay, there are certain enemies that I have to prioritize for this part, like having to get up to the knight that shoots the arrows, and then you're scaling your way down both sides of the cliff to make sure you don't miss anything. And this fort up here is incredibly short too, like it's not going to last very long. There aren't very many enemies, and we can cover it super quick. There is going to be a pumpkin head up here, I think. Oh, a beetle. I don't think we need him, because we didn't even have to heal, really, but... Okay. Alright. So we're not going to be able to go in through the front. There's going to be a lock. We already went this way, but... Nothing. Okay. Have to check, though. So what we're going to have to do for this part is we're going to have to go around the back area and break in through the rear entrance. Oh my god. So here's how we handle this part. A little bit of sneaky sneaky. Oh my god. There we go. Get on torrent. And retreat. He should go back to minding his own business. Like, that is normally what happens. Like, once we stealth for a certain period of time, he should roll backwards and go back. There we go. There we go. Shit, shit, shit. Don't see me, don't see me, don't see me. Oh, come on. Oh, wow. That was absurd. Like, do you know how close I was to getting hit with that explosive damage? My goodness. Gentlemen, my flame is superior. Just want you to know that. Oh, I had an opportunity to crit that guy. Why didn't it work? It was weird. Alright. We'll finish these guys. We've already dealt with these guys once in that cave that we did. The jail cave. Flame, grant me strength. Come on. So listen to the noise they make. Now the reason that noise, I want to point that out to you, is because I don't know how many of you are familiar with retro Nintendo 64 games. Check that out, man. That is Fort Height, and that is the Minor Erdtree, and that is the Deep CO for Well entrance in the Mistwood. Love how connected this game is. It's fantastic. I don't know how familiar some of you are with retro Nintendo RPG games, but I have always been a huge fan of Gauntlet Legends. That is my favorite Nintendo 64 game other than the original Spider-Man game. Those two are consistently kind of tied for first in my book all the time. But that noise that those guys make before they blow up really reminds me of the noise that the suicide bombers make, because you have your different tiers of enemies that all seem to be from like the same class of enemy in Gauntlet Legends. You have these guys that the first set of guys you run into in that game are like these green sort of goblin dudes, these ghouls that spawn infinitely. And they keep coming out of these generators that you have to destroy. And one version of them is these bomber ones that have this big red barrel strapped to their back, and they run at you and explode if you can't hit them first or kill them before they get to you, and they make almost the same exact noise. I'm going to try to clip the audio in right now to show you what I mean. How similar was that, right? Like, that's kind of crazy. But that's what it reminds me of. And it's the same thing, right? You've got a guy that's running towards you to blow up, and I wonder if they got any kind of inspiration from that game. So, we have dealt with this guy before, right? He's just as weak. Like, he's no different this time. Just be careful on this beam, because here's what you don't want to happen on this part, is you do not want to fall off the beam, be down there fighting, and have Radahn soldiers also coming at you. Like, it's a bad time. And notice these guys, the helmet they have. These Radahn soldiers have like these sort of tusks or fangs that are coming off the helmet that is very reminiscent of Radahn himself. He has like these horns growing off of him. And this guy's a straight up zombie too. Like, look at that. Like, these are not sane men that we're fighting. These are very much like undead crazy dudes that have lost their mind. They just happen to still know how to fight. So it's like they lost everything except for their combat abilities. This guy has glowing eyes. He's going to give us some extra runes. Surprise! Okay, we have a couple guys over here, actually. And we got a glowing guy over here. The knight. This is the guy that you want to worry about. He's got the spear. A little barricade shield action, though. We'll be alright. That. He has the Barbaric Roar, which you would not think is very good paired with the spear, but that guy will kick your ass when he's buffed if you're not careful. Convene the Festival of War. Honor General Radahn with a warrior's glory. It's in your hands, Sir Jaren. And we're going to meet this Jaren, I believe. Interesting that this guy's sitting on this chair and he's looking off in the distance, because that's where he's looking, is Redmane Castle. Pretty cool stuff. Oh yeah, and then we get a nice view of Lanedale from here. Everything up on this giant cliff right here is considered the Altus Plateau. Everything up there. That is the capital up there that's attached to the Erd Tree. And then you can see the angry pointed spikes of Mount Gelmir. Oh yeah. And then that, beyond the Shattered Bridge here, is Ray Lucaria. Okay, the Star Scourge Heirloom. So this is a talisman that has Star Scourge Radahn directly on it. Like, that's him. You can see it's a behind view of him, but you can see his little horse's butt and tail, and he's holding the swords. And this will raise your strength. It will give you 5 points of strength. Man, I can't wait till we get a 4th talisman slot. It's going to take a minute, but we'll get there. And then I think the only thing up here is a teleporter. But this teleporter will take you directly to Redmane Castle. So we're not going to do that because we have unfinished business with the kitty down below. That sounded highly inappropriate. We have unfinished business with the bladed lion enemy who is at the bottom of this castle. That's how I should word that. And I'm going to make this jump. And there should be a lever somewhere nearby. Get this little guy hanging out over here. 10 mushrooms, 10 more fire pots is what that is to me. Here we go. This is what we want to do. We're going to open this gate up here, so... Alright. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to hit this next room down here. And he should not be able to get up here. I don't think he can, anyway. Seems suspicious. Ha ha ha, the Qatar. So this is a cool item. We're going to look at this real quick. This is a fist item. Very similar to our grafted dragon that we don't use. Imported dagger design with a rather unique handle. The blade can be swung about as the extension of one's fist. It's pretty cool. And like any other fist weapon, you can power stance them right away. You don't need 2 of them. Very cool. I think it's a cool weapon. If you were to put something like Scarlet Rot on that, it could be quite effective. Oh wait, what am I doing? I need Misericord. There we go. Alright, so this guy... I want to try something against him. I want to see if we can put this guy to sleep. Because that would end this fight incredibly fast. Come on, man. Really? Did I get him? Okay, so you cannot do a traditional sleep build-up against this guy. That is fine. We are out of FP. Let's see what the Frenzied Flame does against this guy. Okay, that did a good amount. Really? No way, he's up. Alright, here we go. So let's see what this does. Come here, sir. It's doing alright. Ow. Except he does a lot of damage too. Alright, and then Lion's Claw. So that is the standard ability that comes on the Claymore when you pick it up in this game. And then that should be everything. This is a very, very short sort of mini dungeon, this fort. And that's everything that we need to do in this area. So we could go back up there and use a teleporter to go to Redmane Castle, but we're not going to do that. What we're going to do next is... Let's see, Sally Under Stair. No, we don't want that. We actually want Okay, there's the... Yes, we want to go to the Church of Plague. That's where we want to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk to Millicent real quick and see if she has anything new to say to us after she tried to kill us.
If you are wise, you will leave my flesh.
Okay, so nothing new. That's fine. But what we want to do is we want to start taking this kind of road that I was talking about. I think it's going to go this way, actually. The one that had all of the sirens, I think is what they're called technically. This road right here. It is a terrible, treacherous road to take, but my goodness, it's worth it. Lots of good stuff we're about to go get. Alright. I really hope these two are close enough together for me to just kill them. Not quite. Come on. Really? Jerks. Alright, give me the butterflies. So let's go ahead and take this road. I really dislike the, I really dislike that they put the sirens and stuff and the what are they called? There's a technical name for them. They're not sirens. Harpies. I really don't like that they put so many of them on this pathway because these guys suck, like they're the worst. But what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to sneak up behind them and try to get that weapon art off. Okay, these bats are weak. Super weak. So let's do this. Hopefully these guys won't see me. Ooh, that one's got glowing eyes. He'll give us extra runes. So let's see if we can kill them with our frenzied flame attack, shall we? Fuck. Yep, there's one at least. Alright, let's do this since this guy's being a fucking asshole. Come on. What a terrible enemy. Terrible. We got a tier 9 rune from them, though, so that's good. And you don't have to fight all these guys, but I do because I know that they drop these rune items. Like, it's a good idea for us because having these extra rune items is a great idea. Damn. And did that guy's shenanigans real fast. Man, there's a lot of these things. Jeez. No. Okay, so we know what to do to deal with these guys. Wow, that did a lot. Yeah, no. Get out of here. These tier 9 runes, I will take them all day. The regular bats are super weak. We don't have to worry about them at all. Because they hate fire. Like, they are so dreadfully weak to the fire. It's great. Alright, let's do this. And these things, like... Really? No. I don't think so. Ooh, we got our other flask back. Good, good, good. Got another one right here. And they're all just like kind of hanging out in these places that are sort of tricky. It's easy to miss them. Let's do this. Let's see if we can get like a real nice kind of sneaky attack on this one on the cliff. Let's get a charge attack. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Play smarter, not harder. So that really is the danger in this part, is just making sure you know what you're doing before you actually engage one of these things. Nice. Okay, I think we're looking all right. There shouldn't be any more of the difficult ones, the sirens. Okay. Let's make our way up here. There we go. More payday. That looks to be all of them. And I'm happy about it. Okay, we do have some demi-humans out here, and these demi-humans are not the same as, wow, Radahn's battlefield. Yep, looking forward to that, boss. These demi-humans are not the same as the ones that are running around in Limgrave. Like, these ones are a little bit beefier. Still no match for our spear, but they can hit pretty hard, and there's quite a few of them, so I would say kite them in the circle like that and just kind of take them down, and we are going to get all of these. All these flaming butterflies. These belong to me now. And the string, too. I want all that shit. Give it to me. And this giant, he's kind of a pain in the ass. He's got quite a bit of health, and he's powerful, so we're going to have to be careful against this guy. Oh, my bubble ran out just in time. Perfect. I love a challenge. So here's what I'm going to do for this guy. We really want to get some charge attacks in, because I'm going to need him to fall down so I can misrecord his ass. Yuck. Alright. That's it. Roar. Damn it, I missed. Damn it, I missed. Damn it, I missed. That's it, that's it. You do that. I'll do this. There we go. There's the damage. So yeah, that guy's got quite a bit of health. He's pretty beefy. And here we are. We took this road into Celia just in the previous episode. There's fucking Deathbird. Jeez. I don't know if I'm ready for him, to be honest. That Deathbird is quite problematic. And we need to go back there and take that and go get our rewards. But first I want to scale up here because there should be an item up here. Should be. I think. No? It's okay if there's not. Wow. There's Redmane. The best view you're going to get of it. Damn, this game is so good. This game's fantastic. Alright, so nothing up there. That's fine. And I'm not really worried about fighting Deathbird either. Like, if I can use Spirit Ashes against him, maybe we'll consider it. Because I feel like those little Those little fanged imp bastards would be such a problem for him. It'd be very fun to watch. So this part sucks. Like, I'm pretty sure there's invisible sorcerers here. I think. Yeah, it's bad. It's real bad. Let's get our healing items ready. Where are they? I can't remember where they are. Black key bolts. That's one of the things I was excited to get. Something just died. Okay. Is this the one that... Yes, it is. I knew it. There we go. Dirty. Absolutely filthy of them to do that. Okay, the real prize is up this way. However, there's a tough enemy waiting up here for us. We're going to have to be careful against him. Man, you don't want none of this. It's always the ones with the horns. It's always the ones with the horns that think, I could take this guy. I can take this armed rider on this spectral steed. Like, yeah, okay, man. Oh, shit. I wonder, do we need a key to get in here? That will suck, if so. Yep, there we go. So we have one of these guys here that's got the claws, and this version of him is pretty tough. It's not easy to beat him, but I want to experiment real quick. I want to see if this ability goes through walls. It does. Wow. Yep, so can he, though. Nice. Alright, so let's kill him the traditional means by just exploiting that he is unable to beat us if we guard counter. Oh, we don't need a key. Okay, good, good. Eternal Darkness. There we go. So Eternal Darkness is a sorcery that is good against sorcery. So this is a really overlooked sorcery in this game. I feel like a lot of people don't come out this way to come loot it. Create a dark space that draws in spells. It's yeah, it's pretty useful in PvP if you're fighting somebody that's spamming little small magic attacks like Glintstone Pebble or something like that. This is something I'm just now noticing. Like, you could totally get to that with Torrent. I'm wondering if there's a reason to even try to scale down that tree. Like, I wonder if there's an item in there. It's bugging me now. I kind of want to see. Doesn't look like it. But hell, it'd be worth trying at some point, maybe off screen. Okay, so this is a dead end. You have to go back once you get all the way out here, but it's worth coming out here for that sorcery, and I wanted the black key bolts. Those were the real prize. So now what we're going to do is we're going to, let's see, if we start heading down this way towards Redmane, no. Nope. Let's do this, actually. Let's go. You know what we should do? No, we'll head here. Head towards the road, get that other map piece. I think that's what we should do to finish this episode up, is we should get that we should get the last map piece. Can we level up? We've been kicking some ass this episode. Yes, we can. Alright, and then we're gonna... I really need to start getting some more endurance, so 32 dex and faith seems to be fine for now. Like, our damage is pretty damn good. So I think what I'll end up doing is focusing a little bit on endurance and mind. Probably try to get both of those to 20, just like our vigor. And... yeah. We'll keep this build nice and balanced. So, we want to head directly in this direction. And I think this is a this is a perfect place to end the episode. There's a drop down right here that I want to show you guys as well. It's very easy to overlook. I don't know that we're going to actually I don't know that we're actually going to drop down and take the path, but I'm going to point it out to you. Where is it? No, it's a little further down that way, actually. That tower. Jesus, that tower is difficult. The Godskin Apostle at the bottom is quite challenging, to say the least. That's putting it lightly. I'm going to show you guys a really cool... I won't call it a cheese method, but I will call it an exploit because... well, no, it's not even an exploit because it doesn't really guarantee you victory, but I'm just going to say this. I'll show you guys the smartest way to fight the Godskin Apostle. Like, I'm going to show you the best way to handle him. Pick it up, damn it. I'm going to show you the best way to fight him so that you don't get completely destroyed. So, let me do this. I'm going to run down this way. I need to get away from these guys so that they're not aggroed on me anymore. We have another giant beetle up there. I think we already killed that guy once. Yeah, let me run down in this direction real quick. I just want to lose aggro so I can pull up the map. Okay, we're going the wrong way. Alright, so what we need to do is we need to jump across real quick to go get the map piece, because that's going to light up the Dragon Barrow, which we don't have yet. And then we have a bear down here. God, that guy, the white bear, he's the worst. I'm pretty sure he's a named enemy. Like, he has a name. And then somewhere down through here, where is it? I want to point this out because it's going to bother me. If I don't show you guys, we'll forget about it later. So that guy is going to shoot at us. That's pretty normal. That's healthy golem behavior. There is a spot right here that you can jump onto. And it leads to a cave, but... where is it, though? You guys are going to have to take my word for it. I swear to you it's right here somewhere. Like, you jump down onto these branches, and it's like immediate cave discovery. It's really cool. I see that Arteria leaf. Not missing out on that. And then heading up this way, we are officially back in... yep, we are back in the Dragon Barrow. Look at this dragon, just taking a nap, man. My cat sleeps like that. Alright. I see sparklies up there, so I feel inclined to... explore. Investigate, if you will. Here we go. We got another NPC. I'm dry as a bone. Fool dragon, surrender your strength. Let me feast on your heart. I got a few, man, like if you need a fix. Got some dragon hearts on me. Be a shame if I just ate them all to myself, you know? So here we go. The final map piece for this area. Got dragons in the water over here. The Dragon Barrow map. Very nice. And there we go. So this spot right here. This is something that we're going to want to cover as well. It's kind of a difficult one. It's going to require some platforming. I will die a lot. Just Foreshadowing, that place, as a matter of fact, is exactly where I was pointing. But we'll save that for next time. So let's see where we're at here. Where are we in respect to... Okay, we have a shack up here, and there's going to be a merchant up there. I say we go... Actually, you know what? We shouldn't, because there's a bell-bearing hunter that's going to show up since it's nighttime. And he's no joke. He will kick my ass, so... Change plans. Let's go back to this Grace. Alright. So, here's the plan, guys. What I'm likely going to do is probably farm those Cleaner Knights off screen until I can get the Halo Scythe, and we'll test that out a little bit, play around with it, and if I decide that it's really good and I want to keep it on my build, you'll probably see me using it more often. It has pretty much everything I want. It's got a really nice ranged weapon art that does a lot of damage, that scales with Holy, and that's nice because we have more faith and dexterity than anything else on this character. But the other thing about it is it has bleed buildup, which is fantastic. That extra bleed damage is always welcome. So I'll probably do that off screen, and then what we're going to do in the next episode is we're probably going to go do this beast right here, which may not necessarily be a good idea because that place is tough and the boss down there is super hard, but I think we can handle it. And I've got a lot of really nice tips and tricks to get through that place that I think will help quite a few of you. So thank you guys so much for joining me on today's episode of the in-depth playthrough of Elden Ring. I've been your faithful host, Let's Play Dark Souls HD, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.